So it's happening. MPact, we're doing our For Fuck's Sake Summit. And super excited to be here in Montreal. We're bringing together people to talk about queer sex and celebrate it. So, hey, it's gonna be a party.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't have a clear view of what queer sex really is until I attended For Fuck's Sake Summit in Montreal. When people talk about sex, they talk about safe sex, they talk about disease, they talk about condom use, virus counts, and so on. But I always felt something was missing. That is the pleasure. Why we risk ourselves to have sex? Because we want the pleasure. Sex is pleasurable. Sex is messy. Sex is confusing. Before we discuss medical facts or science facts, we need to understand the fundamental fact that is sex connects us all. We need to look after each other, and to do that, we need to connect with each other. It really opened my eyes to see what queer sex is after attending the summit, and understand the importance to remind ourselves that we have the right to have sex. Whether you are living with HIV or undergoing the treatment, no one can take away the right to have sex from us. So thank you for the Fuck Sex Summit and MPact to give me the opportunity to learn that.
As a trans man living with HIV, I've been living with HIV for 27 years, right? As someone who's queer, who has sex with cis men, this is the first time that an organization that predominantly works with queer men has invited me to come and to be part of it, as opposed to like kind of be a side conversation. And it's been huge. It's been huge to be able to have the conversations, but also to have like the camaraderie, right? And the sort of just be part of it. And as someone who hasn't had access to queer men's like cruising culture, that kind of stuff, just even some of the learning, right? To be taken to places I haven't been, it makes the world safer for me, right? And it means I can then go talk to other guys about that. Because I really believe that having sex that we like, that's sexy, that's hot, is actually violence prevention, right? It's actually HIV prevention.
The summit has also taught me to understand that both pleasure in sex and then also pleasure in taking care of one's sexual health can both be achieved concurrently. The pleasure with which one prepares their mind in engaging in sexual activities, the same pleasure can be channeled to one taking the care of their sexual health. And in that way, both pleasure in sex and then also pleasure in taking care of one's sexual health can both be achieved. And I would say this is my take home, and this is it's going to be part of the conversation that I am going to engage in.
Menurutku, dengan memperbanyak diskusi terbuka terkait isu HIV dan juga isu seksualitas, termasuk juga pembahasan bahwa orang-orang yang hidup dengan HIV masih bisa melakukan hubungan seks atau memenuhi kebutuhan seksnya. Karena kita tahu banyak masyarakat yang masih salah paham terkait hal ini. Oleh karenanya, diskusi seperti ini diharapkan bisa membantu teman-teman queer yang hidup dengan HIV merasakan bahwa dirinya juga masih bisa menjalani kehidupan yang normal, termasuk juga dalam hal kegiatan seksnya.
Well, I think that the MPact Global space, the For Fuck's Sake space, to include trans men and make sure that we are highlighted, has been a beautiful experience. And then as for the AIDS conference, it's been incredible. It's been emotional. I've gotten to hang out with a lot of trans guys and non-binary masculine folks, and it's been absolutely incredible.
Still, conversations around our sexuality today mainly focuses on likelihood of XYZ happening when I do this or that, but these are not what my sexuality consists of, and I also have my beautiful adventures, some more enabled by my HIV status than others. And I also have my new ways of connecting with others in my community, as well as my feelings and emotions and my heartbreaks. But more importantly, I have my pleasure and I have my joyous orgasms. I think we need to be talking about these more openly. We need to be saying to everyone that queer people living with HIV around the world continue to have joyous sexualities and continue their lives without any decrease in their quality of life, if they have access to treatment, that is. I think by talking about our sexuality and our adventures and our pleasure more openly, we can empower our community in general.